Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. This is Dr. Munya, and this is one of my projects that we're doing. Remember, I've previously brought you on this site, and this extension here, I told you for the last time we were here, we were looking at the roof construction. We had just finished the I just finished this roof here, putting the framing and putting it all up, and I said that when we are done and when we remove the scaffolding, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference between what was existing and what is new, what is the extension. So look at it now. It's come out, it's really now coming out really well. The cladding is matching, the roof is matching. Look at the entrance. I'm just gonna stand up here and then look at that, guys. Look at top of that roof. Let's see if you can see the top of the roof. Yeah, it's amazing how this little extension is turning out. So I'm just gonna go around again and just point out a couple of things. So we are closing it in now, closing in the envelope. The roof is already done, the brick cladding is gone up. You see the windows are up already, all done. So I'll just point out a few details here. See, when we do brick cladding, we've got to think about ventilation. So if you look at here, after every three bricks or three parapets, there's a ventilation gap there. So that gap is down here. That gap comes down here as well. Right down there, there's another gap. And why that gap? Because behind this brick is a cavity. It's about 50 mm cavity that will let the air flow from down all the way up. And then up here, between the soffit and the brick, we also leave a 10 mm gap. You can see there's a bit of a 10 mm gap there all around, that allows for airflow between the brick and the framing, and also so that air, when the air flows, it dries up any water or any moisture that might have found its way into the cavity. So they're going on. They've just left space here for downpipes, so they're gonna come and fix downpipes over there. And then these are provisions for lights. One thing I was worried about, guys, was this entrance here. I thought when those two roofs were meeting there, it was gonna be a bit dark, but look at it now. It is today is the first day of autumn, which means we're gonna get into autumn from March, but it's a bright day today. But look at the entrance. Look how cool and bright the entrance is. It's not sunny, it's actually very good. This is the entrance to the main house, and we've got a blank wall here, which of course that makes that a separate unit. This is a firewall. This is also a firewall. And then I'm gonna take you guys outside, so that on the other side, so I show you the entrance to this unit. When you come through this unit, this is where you're gonna go through. So around here, all this rubbish is gonna go. We're still constructing, but all this is gonna go. We're gonna have some nice landscaping and paving around here, but the entrance is gonna be there. So you come through like that, and then I'm gonna take you inside, and let's talk about a couple of things. I'll show you, I'll point out a couple of things that have been done. Look at the provision of services. So this is the other side. We've got a window there to the master bedroom, that window there, and then we've got this is your outdoor water point, this one. So you can have a hose there plugged in. Then you come this way. This is the window to the got a window to the bathroom here. Now this is the main entrance, guys. Remember, recessed entrance. This is the main entrance right here to this unit. They're just starting to install doors and all the services. So we can't go through here. We're gonna go around onto the deck. This is gonna be the kitchen. It's the window to the kitchen. That's for your basin waste outlet or whatever. And then onto this deck. And right, so let's get through here. Gotta open here and get in, and then I'll show you guys. This is actually a good time to come here. I thought I wanted to come here when they had done the jib, but actually it's good that they haven't done yet, so that I can show you how the jib is done. I can show you at least the framing before they enclose everything. What happens to the framing. So remember, this was our firewall, because our fire and acoustic wall, because it's an intertenancy wall. It's separating this house and the main house, right? And so look at the insulation, you know. So on here they're gonna put 13mm noise line jib, which is an acoustic jib, to make sure that there is no noise transfer between the main unit on the other side and this one. So if you're in this house, if you're in this unit, new unit, you won't be able to hear any noise from the other side. So this is your insulation, guys. So before we close it all up, we have to insulate, wall insulation. So they've put in wall insulation. Look at that. Only on the external walls is what we insulate. Then they've put in ceiling insulation as well. You see, ceiling insulation. So this is what happens with construction here. And then these internal walls, like this one here, these internal walls here, these ones we don't insulate. This one they'll just come and put jib, you know. So little kitchenette there, and then the rest of it, of this, will just be a little lounge couch there, etc. Remember, guys, this is just a sort of, it's like a 50 square unit, 1.5 bed sort of unit. And then here you come through here, doors. Now we are starting to put in the doors. Is for your little study or kids' bedroom. We opted for a sliding door here so that we can save on space. So that is the entry to the bathroom and toilet through a sliding door. I'll show you how a sliding door is done. Look, this is a sliding cavity, you know, pocket slider if you like. And then you come in. Your toilet will be here. I mean, this is an exercise in compact design, guys. This is what we call compact design. Toilet is gonna be here. Gonna sit here like this. Yeah. And then you close the door like that. And then here you got your basin. It will be a little basin, and look at the lighting. Very well lit open space. It is compact, but it's very well lit, which means that it makes it even more airy, more spacious. And then over here is going to be the shower, up to somewhere here. So the shower is quite big, you know. It's very spacious shower. Say from here all the way to there. This window here, this is an existing window from the other house, so we're going to reuse it, so nothing is wasted. So there's a lot of reuse and recycling on this project. That window, we're gonna reuse it. I want to show you the pocket of a sliding door. See, that's the pocket. That's why it's called a pocket slider. When they construct it, you've got that frame. When you construct, you've got this frame here, right? And then one side of it, this bit here, you create a pocket, which is about what, 80 mils or something like that, 80-70 mils. And then you line it with aluminium, and then there's a channel up there that it slides into. And then you've got your restraints or bracing members, and all you have to, and then that is the framing for the door, the trims, that is the frame, that's the main frame there. And all you have to do is slide it in and out. See, that's your pocket slider. That's how it looks like. And then this is where the lock is gonna be. So let's see. So somewhere here, they're gonna have a lock somewhere there. It will be sliding through that. So we've got the bathroom there, and then this way into the main bedroom. Look how quiet and cool it is with all the insulation now in. You see, all the insulation is in. This bedroom has got a view to the street. You know, street surveillance is taken care of, and that's from here you can see outside. Look at that picturesque window. You know, you can see outside, nice. That's another window. It's high level. Maybe the bed can go there. So when you're sleeping there, you can look directly that side to the window. Or if you're sleeping, if your bed size, if your headbed is here, you can look through there outside. But I'd rather put the bed there, head there, then you look through on the other side, because that other side from here, it's got better views. Look, it's got better views. From here, you're looking through that side. It's got some very, very good views, right? So, guys, this unit here is coming out nicely. I quite like this builder because he's really done a good job. And which reminds me, something I want to talk to you guys about today. Somebody asked me a question that can you compare New Zealand builders and Kenyan builders, and what I think about that. So before I get to discuss that topic, I will want to show you something here. This insulation, the ceiling insulation, is R3.6. You know, that's the one that complies with the standard there. As Australian / New Zealand standard 4859.1 2018. And then that's the sizes. And then we've got the wall insulation that we put in here is R2.2, and the thickness is 90 mil, which is the same as the thickness of the frame here. See, that's the thickness. And then you just cut into chunks, 600 by 800, 600, that's 800 by 600, and then it's just pushed in, and then sometimes it's clipped onto the jib. So what I want to talk to you about today is just comparing New Zealand building, or New Zealand builders, and Kenyan builders, because somebody asked me, can you do the comparison? The reason I'm showing you these specs, and the reason I'm, as an example, is that in New Zealand, builders at least make the effort to follow the plan. Builders make the effort to design, or to build, to build according to plan. You know, in Kenya, builders have a saying that says, even though tunajenganga, which in English translated means this is how we build. So you can't tell them anything. One other thing, guys, I want to show you. See, the services are all in now. This is how we run services. Pipe work, electrical, is all gone in. If you indulge me for a little while, I just wanted to show you this. This way, you know, that's all your electrical done. Your sockets holders, all in. Services are all in. Those are plugs, multi-plugs for the bed. There's a plug there that we designed to put in. So why I'm saying all this is that all these things that I'm showing you, these are all done according to how this unit was designed. Where that plug is, if you check the plans, that is where it's gone to. If you check the plan, that plug is there. That's where it's gone. The same with this one. The same with the windows. Like, the way this house was designed is the way it has been constructed. A Kenyan builder, normally, they don't follow plans. They just take the plan, do the, put up the walls as per the layout, but these little details here and there, they don't follow them. They'll put things, most of the time they'll put things where they think the thing should go, and not where what the plan says. And that's one major difference that I've noted. Because somebody said, oh, what's the difference? Now, a Kenyan builder will tell you, oh, this is how we've been building. And the problem is that Kenyan clients tend to listen so much to the builder, to what the builder tells them, as opposed to what a consultant like me or somebody else will be telling them. So much so that Kenyan clients never really want to pay or never want to appreciate the effort or the professionalism of consultants. So that they want to pay they want to pay consultants, especially architects and engineers, the minimum they can get away with, so that they can get that plan layout from you, right? So they'll go out of their way, talk to you, and blah, 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 and then convince you to design for them a house, do the house layout. Once they get the layout, they run away, pay you the minimum they can, and then go away and get a fundi. In Kenya, we call builders fundis. So they go and get a fundi, and then they now start listening to that fundi. And this is a case where they're not doing like a small house. They are doing like a big house, sometimes a multi-story building, sometimes it's an apartment block, which is would be 5, 6, 7, even 10 stories. And then they are constantly relying on the builder to guide them, And a good example is one of these YouTubers, I think it's called Ayamara. He's built a very big mansion out in the village. And there was very little professionalism done in that villa. I did critique some of it on my channel. Please watch the video. The video is called Problems with Ayamara Villa Roof Design. And what has happened is that it has costed him by using cheap labor and unprofessionalism. It was a flat roof. They did it so bad it started leaking, so he had to bring in a proper professional, Concept Interiors, to come and redo the whole work, which has taken them, I think, 2 weeks, to clean up that mess. And of course, there's a cost to that. If he had done it right the first time, consulted professionals and taken advice and paid the right amount to the professionals, he wouldn't have had that. Now, I'm saying all this because you look at this project, right? This housing project. When you get a good builder and they follow what has been done, the result is this: good workmanship, good execution, zero or minimal mistakes, zero or minimal changes. And to be honest, we haven't changed anything. We haven't varied. There has been no variations on this project. There have been very, very minor. There hasn't been any major variation. There have been very minor variations on this project, mainly because the builder has done their job as they're supposed to do. They followed the plans. They followed the advice of consultants. They followed what was approved, the plans that are approved, and where there were issues and whenever they didn't understand something, I got a phone call to clarify, which we did. And sometimes I'll come to site like this, and then we sort it out if it's a major issue. There's still little bits and pieces that we are sorry, but they're not exactly major issues that would make the cost of this project go up or whatever, But that is because we've got a builder who understands their role, who follows what has been designed, and whenever there's an issue, what they do, they come and then they ask, they shout out and say, we're facing this issue, what will happen here, blah, blah, blah. We come out, we sort it out. Kenyan builders, this is my clarion call to you. Kenyan builders, you look at this and you need to at least up your game, because, and this goes to Kenyan builders and clients who think that not engaging professionals in your project is an ideal situation. What happens is that if you don't engage professionals and the professionals don't do their job, then you get cost blowouts, the bill becomes expensive, etc., etc. So Kenyan clients, you need to start appreciating professionalism, and the builders, they need to up their game. So one difference between Kenyan builders and builders here in New Zealand is at least builders in New Zealand do follow plans, do follow what has been approved. They do ask, questions where they don't understand things, and they ask for clarification. You see, we put this is your switch box. We put it here. The builder has actually put it exactly where it was supposed to be. It is this kind of details that I'm always talking about, that they have to, they need to be followed. You see, socket right there. We put one there. It's been followed. Another one over there. So it's very interesting that in Kenya, a client would want to invest, even $200,000, or which is equivalent to about 20 million or 25 million Kenyan shillings to build a house. But then out of that, they want to take as little as possible, say just a couple of thousands, like 5,000, pay the consultant, pay an architect to do the design, pay an engineer maybe another 10,000 to do the design, 10,000 shillings, not dollars, by the way, shillings, which 10,000 Kenyan shillings is about, I don't know, $100 or something. Pay the minimum possible, and then they take the plans and then they run on to a builder, a local builder, and from then on, all they do is rely on this builder to give them advice and make sure that their build is done done properly. And when at the end of the day the building falls down, you know, they have no one to blame. They have no one else to blame other than themselves. So the difference between Kenyan builders is that y'all need to start reading plans and building according to the instructions of the professionals. And Kenyan clients, you need to start paying professionals what is their due, professional fees, what is the right amount, you know, what they ask for, so that you can benefit from their advice, which they stand by and which they're accountable to. You can imagine somebody spending $20 million. They want to invest $20 million in brick and mortar in form of a building, and then they don't even want to spend 10% of it on professionals so that they get good advice, accountable advice, quality advice, to make sure that the remaining 90% of that investment is protected. They don't do that. They don't want to do that, you see. And that right there, gentlemen and viewers, that is my problem with Kenyan builders and clients. Lack of appreciating professionalism. But where, in countries where professionalism is appreciated and respected, the results are obvious. You get good design, you get good execution, you get good workmanship. I'm gonna title this video "The Difference Between Kenyan Builders and New Zealand Builders," because that is a question I was asked. And I'm gonna now end this video here, guys, and we'll go on to the next. I'll take you to another site that we are just about to start construction. And like I said, please, this channel is about educating people and making people aware of good design and construction tips and information that in the long term, you know, help you save some dollars here and there for your construction project. So if you're interested in this kind of content, please subscribe, like, and share. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Help me get there. So until the next video, guys, have a lovely day, good evening, good afternoon, and I'll see you in the next video.